Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Philly and the Brain.
Slow travel. Don't steal my move, y'all. Don't steal it.
Hey guys, in today's episode, we're not talking about just one country. We're talking about the whole journey, wherever that might take you.
Right, guys. We're going to be talking about everything you need to be prepared for.
Yeah, like steps, what to do before you leave, during the journey, and some cultural differences. So y'all ready for this one?
Stay tuned.
Oh, well, we in it. Let's go.
Cultural differences in what? Travel?
Cultural differences, like wherever you go, stuff be different. Cultural differences. That's what we're talking about.
That's
all right, y'all.
guys.
So look, before we get started, don't forget to do all the things like comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
Twice. Make sure it says all so you never miss another Philly in the Brain video. Hype the video if you see that. It really helps, and we really, really appreciate it, y'all.
That's right, guys. We cannot do this without you. I say it every week. By you taking the time out to like our videos, hype our video, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, it tells YouTube to keep pushing out the message. Because people need to hear it.
All right, so let's start with section 1, before you go. All right, now, some things you want to do before you go. How about some of that research?
Right. It's about the step process, the step program, right? We did talk about this one in one of our guides. It was either in the free slow travel guide or that step-by-step preparation guide. I think that's where it's listed.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, but we're talking about researching the culture and the history of the destination that you're going to. Like we said, this isn't about one specific destination. It's about the journey. So wherever you choose, this is an important step. You want to make sure that you're doing your research and that you're ready for whatever happens when you hit the ground.
Yeah, and sometimes just simply researching countries on Google and some of the other resources we mentioned in our guides and watching YouTube may not necessarily be enough. Sometimes you actually have to book that flight and just spend a week or a couple of days or a month, depending on your availability, what you can do.
You know, everybody has crazy work schedules, but if you're really considering about moving abroad, I think you can find the time to spend a couple weeks at least to see if that place is really for you. That's really important part of the process.
That's right. And if you're like some people don't even do that. They just say, hey, I want to go there, book their one flight out there, and then they end up not going nowhere.
They might love it, they might hate it, but we want this to be as easy for you as possible when you get to that destination. So that's why we always suggest a scouting trip. All right, so the next thing you want to do is check the current events for context, like what's going on in that region of the world are you going to? Are there wars? Have there been wars in the past? Did the government change? The elections? Like so many things that you want to be aware of before you go. It may affect your trip indirectly. You know, you never know. So just want to be up on the things that are going on.
That's right, guys, because this is real life. This ain't fantasy. I mean, it may look like fantasy land just watching the YouTube videos, but there are real things that go on in these countries. I mean, just like in the US. So you don't want to end up in a situation where you travel to a whole nother country that you're not familiar with, and then there's a war there, and you're like, what?
Right.
That's why the flights were so cheap.
Kind of like how we just had to fly all around just to get to Rome earlier this year because of what was going on in the Strait of Hormuz. All right, so another thing you want to do before you go is you want to research that place you're going to. You want to learn those social norms. What is normal in this culture? How do I greet people? How do I speak to the elders? What is the personal space like in this country? Is it offensive to make eye contact with people? Like research, every culture is different. So this is a very important step.
Yeah, for example, when someone sneezes, it may not necessarily be appropriate to say bless you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do they even
Gesundheit?
Yeah, because even where we are now in Thailand, I don't think that's appropriate to be like, oh, I don't think people
That
even
one
say
I'm
that.
not sure on.
100%
I'm not
sure.
up on that one. See, we got to do our homework on these cultural differences as well, you guys. All right, so the next one is you want to make sure that you are dressed appropriately or that you pack appropriately for the places you're going. Like, for instance, if you're going to a Muslim country, women, they don't want you showing that skin, so you want to
arms and your legs. You want to make sure you're covered up. You got long sleeves.
Right.
I mean, at least something that goes like close to your elbow, because again, it's a Muslim country, and a lot of the women there, they have their head wrap.
Yeah.
They have head wrap.
And some places that you go to, like tourist destinations that are temples, like in Thailand, you can like rent the wraps for you, so you're able to get into these places and then just return them when you're done. So some of the things they thought of for you, but just be aware of these things going in. All right, so let's talk about that food etiquette.
Now, when it comes to food, regardless of where you go, you want to do as much as you can to learn the language. I mean, simple gestures as far as saying hello, thank you, and even learning how to say certain things when it comes to the food, because in Thailand, almost everything is spicy.
Yeah, I could order a beer in like 10 different languages. But
so when you go and order some food, it may 10 out of 9 come out spicy. And if you don't know how to say little spice or no spice at all, your food gonna be really, really hot.
Or here's another part of food etiquette. Like in Japan, did you know that the louder you slurp your bowl of ramen, the more of a compliment you are giving to the chef? You slurp your noodles loud in the States, they're gonna look at you cross-eyed. So those are cultural differences that you need to be aware of. What's normal here may not be normal there, and vice versa.
Yeah, and in some countries, you can't waste your food. I mean, you should be eating all your food. They look at you like you crazy, like you gonna throw your food away. You better eat all that food.
All right, and another important thing to do before you go, you want to research the apps that you're going to need in the destination of your choice. Like, for instance, we are currently in Thailand, so we have downloaded Grab. Grab is like the Uber back in the States. So just want to have those things downloaded when you get there and you're ready to go.
Right. So what do we use Grab for other than Uber, right? Like we use it for transportation. You also can use Grab here to order food, and you can do grocery shopping from Grab. I mean, you can use it for a lot of different
back
things.
Home in one, basically. Groceries, rides, everything.
Another app is there's Lazada. So in Asia, you can use Lazada, very similar to Amazon. You can order nuts from there. You can order oils. You can order clothes. You can even order wigs. I mean, you can order anything on there, as well as Shein. So if you ladies back home may be familiar with ordering Shein from the States, because I did, and you can order clothes from Shein here, and I recently did that. Like, this hair wrap came from Shein.
Yeah, so she out here with a Thai phone number going crazy. All right, so next up, understanding the currency exchange rate and fair local prices. So exchange rates fluctuate, especially with the unrest that's going on in the world. So we understand that the price today may be different 6 months from now. So if you can do stuff like, for instance, pay your rent for 6 months in advance, that may help you with that fluctuation of the currency as well. But just be aware of the currency exchange rates that you're going to in these countries. A lot of times when you're using the ATM, the currency in their currency is better, or is it the one that's here?
We talking about in the U.S.?
Yeah. So
it really depends on the country. Like, obviously, the U.S. currency is higher than Thailand.
No,
so
well, I'm talking about the exchange rate. So when what did they tell us to do when we are at the ATM?
When you're at the ATM machine, they said always allow your current country to do the conversion for you.
Okay.
That's what they say, because you'll pay more if you allow the country in to do the conversion for you.
Let us know what's in the comments.
And it's not something that we're concerned about, because, again, we use TrawSwab. We mentioned before in our previous videos, we use TrawSwab, and TrawSwab at the end of every month, TrawSwab's credit reimburses us back for any ATM fees as well as conversion rate fees. So we don't really pay any of that, if we're being honest. The other thing you want to keep in mind is when it comes to the conversion rate is you want to have an app on your phone. Phil uses his calculator.
Yeah, so the calculator on your Apple phone works perfectly. They update it as long as you're connected. They update it by every hour, I guess. It's
yes. And then
accurate.
One other tip is that if you're going to be withdrawing money, or if you're going to be taking money, like say you have some US dollars or whatever country you're in and you're trying to exchange, make sure you do some research and don't just go to the first place that could exchange.
Right. A lot of times in the airport, you're going to pay more for that.
Right.
So, all right. So moving along, you guys. What you were saying when we first started is you want to register with the State Department, their STEP program. Here's a little picture of it here. It is the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. This is very important because you'll get alerts to your phone if anything in your region of the world, if something that you need to know about. So it's good peace of mind to have that at least your country knows where you're at. So this is very important. Enroll in the STEP program before you go. Smart
and not just that. So for example, in Thailand or just any other country, but we're going to use Thailand for example, when you enroll into the STEP, it tells Thailand that you're here in the country. If you ever run into a situation where there's a medical situation, worst case scenario, you get arrested, hoping nobody come out here and get arrested. They would know it's you because of the STEP program. And if there's even disasters, like natural disasters,
you will get an alert. Yeah. So I got alerts this morning on what's going on in the Middle East. So yeah.
So for more information, this step and everything you need to do before you start this journey is in our step-by-step guide, everything you need to do, which is on the Pay Hip store. And we'll have a link in the description below.
All right. So do thoughtful safety research, like do thorough and research the specific neighborhoods you want to go to, research where the hospitals are, research where the police station is, research the emergency numbers. These are things that you need to do to make sure that you are prepared before you go.
What resources they use?
They should use the whatever country you're going to. The embassy website always has great information. So get your information from the government source if you can.
Yes. And there's also another resource. I can't remember the name of it, but it's also in our step-by-step guide of everything you need to do before you start this journey. It has a resource there where you can literally search for the cost of what it may cost to rent an apartment, a condo, the cost of food, transportation, everything is there.
Link is in the description. All right. And here's one from a 25-year retired flight attendant. This is a travel hack that you want to do before you go. You make sure you go to that grocery store, get you a big bag of candy, one for each leg, because it's going to be like at least 2 legs flying out here in Southeast Asia. And then you give it to the flight crew. You will be amazed what a $5 bag of candy will get you.
Hey, you may get a better seat. You never know. You may be able to sit in first class.
Yes, you will definitely receive better in-flight treatment. All right. So section 2, while you're traveling, you did all that stuff before you go. Now you done bought your ticket. You on the plane. You headed to your destination. Woo! You land there. You're gonna still need to trust your gut.
Yeah,
trust your gut.
Because again, you are in a whole nother country not familiar with. If most of you have grew up in the United States or Canada or Europe, you're like, oh, this is so different. It's just like starting all over again. Language.
I will say this. Coming from the United States as a Black man, I did feel a sense of relief when I landed, but you still a citizen, you still on the planet, you still got to have your head on the swivel. Like it says on the screen, you have to trust your read of a room and do not let anxiety confuse you up with a genuine hospitality. People are really just nice everywhere else. In the States, we just so defensive. So still, just read the room, trust your gut, you'll be fine.
And the other thing is, people do mention like they feel concerned about the language. Listen, people speak English here in Thailand. We've been to other countries where people speak English, but if you run into a situation where someone doesn't speak English, put up your Google Translate app. That's another app
that is a great tool.
And just say what you need to say, and it's going to translate it into Thailand. Like, we have no issue with any language barrier, no matter where we are, because we'll find a way to communicate.
Yeah, and another one point that you want to do while you're traveling, we spoke on this earlier, is you want to save the embassy address, know where the embassy is, download Google Maps offline. So if you lose your signal, you have Google Maps, you know where the embassy is because you've already dropped a pin on it and you save that phone number offline. So these, you're still preparing while you're out in these international streets. Then you want to dress, we kind of touched on this earlier, depending where you are, dress with intention relative to the local norm. So like if you're in a Muslim country, women dress appropriately for your safety.
Yeah, that's very important.
You also want to keep documents, copies separate from your passport. You want to have a paper copy and a digital copy, just in case you need to pull that.
Yeah, and you can put all that into a Google Drive. And the way to protect yourself is always make sure you're on VPN when you're accessing personal type of information, such as your passport, your social security card, your birth certificate, any bank or any investment accounts. We always make sure we're logged into our VPN.
Yes, we use Surfshark. It has been clutch for us. We pay one fee and it links to all of our devices. The link is in the description. All right, so next up, lean into the diaspora, you guys, the expat community for local intel. Look, people have already done this before you. They are on the ground, boots on the ground. That's where you want to get your information from. Tap into community.
That's right. I mean, online, YouTube, whatever, it may seem like, oh, you're going to be on your own, even if you're solo travel. But guess what? Even as a solo traveler, you're going to meet people as you're walking to the street, as you're in the grocery store or the restaurant.
That's
people
one of the best parts of this journey is meeting these people, you guys. You know, when you're on this journey and you see somebody who looks like you on the other side of the planet and they're from the United States, they're a Black American, you're like, all right, we was already kind of thinking alike already. You already over here.
Yeah, you see all sorts of people. You don't just see Black people over here. You see white people over here.
You see everybody.
You see,
I was talking about the diaspora. I was just talking about the diaspora.
You see all sorts of people. So you're going to find community regardless of who you are. You're going to find community here.
And one of the other things you want to do while you are out there traveling is you want to document your experience, but document your experience respectfully for the next traveler. Yeah, because you know, by you taking this time out to document your journey, you could be helping the next person, a friend, a close friend, a close family member, somebody on social media that's following your journey. If you have a social media account, you know what I mean? Yep.
So by you taking the time to do that, you're helping someone by sharing information.
You're opening somebody's eyes. So just do it respectfully. That's all I got for that one. Just do it respectfully. All right. So moving on to the last section, section 3, understanding cultural differences on arrival. Now let's talk about your perception of Blackness. It shifts by region, by neighborhood, by country, by continent. And some of it is curiosity. Some of it may be hostility.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just treat you like a straight up celebrity.
So, for example, I was at the nail shop last weekend and there was this couple. I don't know. They almost sound like they were from Europe, but I'm not sure which part. They had little girls in there getting their nails done. And the husband stared a couple of times, the wife looked, and it wasn't malicious or anything like that. They were just curious. And I think because they just haven't really seen a lot of Black people in Thailand. There are a lot of us, but there are more Black people in Bangkok than Chiang Mai.
No, what I think it is, they don't see a lot of Black people where they're from. So they come out here on vacation.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And they see us. And I mean, it's not malicious like vacation. You said. They're just curious, you guys.
They were just curious. So that's just an example. Just curious. I mean, we have been in Vietnam and we had a guy from China. He was from China. He came up to us. He ran up to us. We were like, back home, somebody run up to you like, what happened?
He just want to take a picture. Look, I've been treated like a celebrity in Japan. I've been treated like a celebrity in many places just because I'm a Black man and they are not used to seeing us. So, it's not all malicious.
It's not.
A lot of it is just curiosity. And when they get to know you, boy, they do want to treat you like.
Yeah, remember that one young lady that worked at the the IT store. She was like, I'm so sorry to say this, but
what do you do with your skin?
What do you guys do with your skin? Your skin is so gorgeous. I was like, oh, thank you.
All right, so the next one, you guys, you want to watch those local to local interactions before reading a moment as hostile. And what we mean by that is, we're going to give you an example. Like in Vietnam, they speak very passionately about stuff. You might think they about to fight, not just Vietnam, some other cultures too. But no, they just talking. So you might, as a tourist, be like, damn, something about to pop off over there. But no, they just having it.
Yeah.
They just having a regular conversation.
Normal conversation.
That's a cultural difference.
That is a cultural difference. And you see that in a lot of the Chinese culture, African culture, they speak very like that. Russian, and they have very high pitch, and they're just expressing themselves.
Yeah. So watch out for that, y'all. It could be very entertaining once you get used to it. All right, so be aware of the time culture, you guys. Like out here in Thailand, sabai.
People take their time.
They're gonna get to it when they get to it. Look, in America, we used to hustle and bustle, rush. Now, instant gratification. It ain't like that everywhere. So you're gonna have to slow yourself down and not be disappointed.
Right. Oh,
it'll take you 3 days to get your package.
Oh, your foot got stuck in the hole. We'll be there tomorrow. Like they really take their time here, and being on this journey has taught me so much patience.
Slow down.
Even while I'm working on a project at work, I'm just like, listen, everybody takes their time over here. That means I'm taking my time. Like, y'all know I'm in Thailand. I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush, because I used to be in a rush and it makes me anxious trying to have everything done right now. I try to spread everything out. Make sure it's done before the due date, but take my time. So we learn from this experience to take our time, and not just with time. Slow. Like like in Thailand, when there is something going on, like with appliances or anything, it's normally a whole crew coming together.
To work at least two of them. They're like, what's going on? What y'all got going over there? Let me help you out.
There's a unit working together.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, you guys. One of the things that cultural differences you should be aware of is the hierarchy and the respect that the elders get in other places outside of the United States. This is a lesson that the United States really needs to learn, how to value their elders.
Yeah, where were we when we flew in? I don't remember which city we flew into, but we had to, when we got off the plane, we had to get on one of the buses to get to the other side of the airport, just so that we can get on another plane. And on that short bus ride, there were so many people in there, right? And everyone got up when the elders entered the bus. Everyone got up and they made the seats available for the elders. So
that's how I was raised. So it was refreshing to see that.
Yes, it was refreshing to see that, because here people really take time to respect the elders. They value the elders. They take care of them. Like, it's not very common to even hear about nursing homes here when you think about it.
Right.
I'm curious.
Well, they're here, but a lot of the families in Southeast Asia, they take care of the elders. So that sounds like a whole nother episode. We're going to dig into that a little bit. All right. So let's also be aware of the religious observances, you guys, prayer times, holy days, and the modesty expectations. So like when we were in KL, you hear that call to prayer 3 times a day. At 6 o'clock here in Thailand, I think they play the national anthem and just everything shuts down. So these are things that you have to be aware of in the locations that you're going to. It may be something that you're not used to like this. So
right, like your package may be delayed. If you're going through the visa process, it could be delayed in Thailand for that reason, right? But in Malaysia, there, like we mentioned, like the prayer, Phil and I was staying in an Airbnb there. And we had the balcony door. We had the balcony doors open. We would sit out there, and it was just very relaxing to hear the prayer. Like it was soothing.
It was. All right. And another cultural difference that you lovebirds need to be aware of is the displays of public affection. That ain't really welcome everywhere.
Yeah, like
so just do the research on your destination to see if that's
it's to see if that's appropriate, right? Because Personally, just from some of the places we visit, we haven't really seen like just that type of display outside.
No, I mean,
in
not
public,
really, or we ain't
not
paying
really.
attention.
Like we haven't really seen anybody just grabbing each other, kissing. Like you see that back home, but we haven't seen that
You don't
here.
really see that. No.
No, you don't really see that here.
All right. So give yourself grace, you guys. Slow travel equals time to actually learn a place. We all about slow traveling, doing it the slow way. And this, we just put together some stuff from our travels. We've been out here for about a year slow traveling. And these are some of the things that we did before we left, while we're traveling. And we're always continually learning about these new cultural differences. So we just wanted to share this with you guys if you're thinking about taking this journey.
Right. We always want to have great and resourceful information for you guys that we are using. But not only just that, there was something that we forgot to mention was the Airload. Again, if you're on this journey and you're looking for an eSIM, use Airload. The link is in the description.
The link is in the description. All right, y'all. So that's going to do it for this episode. We certainly appreciate you rocking with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hype, hit that notification bell. How many times, baby? Twice.
So that you don't miss out on weekly videos. And hey, guys, make sure you don't forget to check out our lives this Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, we had some technical issues, but we got it all resolved.
We worked out all the bugs. We got new internet. We got new browsers. We got new everything. Microphones working, everything. All right. So yeah, this week's live is going to be nice.
We look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is. Until next time.
Take care of each other.
Love one another.
Peace.
Peace. Swadika.
Kapunkai. We gotta learn some new languages, guys.
Are you constantly wondering if you'll actually have enough money to retire? Most of us never truly learn how to invest. I mean, the ideal of retirement could be overwhelming, even scary at times. Maybe you think Social Security won't be enough, or you simply just want more control. That's exactly why we created our ebook, Beyond the Paycheck. Build your future with dividends. Now, it's not a quick fix, but it's a powerful guide to building your own extra stream of income. We'll help you shift your mindset, find your unique financial number, and teach you how to build a simple, effective investment portfolio. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be ready to take one small step towards feeling in control. Our ebook, Beyond the Paycheck, gives you every tool and template you need to get started. You got this, y'all. Let's build that retirement you actually look forward to. Grab your copy of Beyond the Paycheck today.